expansion. Terran player still been a couple more turrets, does not want this island taken away from him at all. He knows he's going to have issue getting any kind of base outside this because he's got this nice wall right here, and anything outside that he's not going to have the comfort of the wall to protect him. Those Ultralists will be able to get us around. Those Ultralists, when they surround, they hurt. Excuse me. And now, Command Center just about done. The Zerg player just aggressively taking over this map with another expansion, 5th expansion going up. Taking a look at the upgrades for the Zerg player. 3 armor, 1 melee attack upgrade. Absolutely silly. These I am sorely mistaken. That is 1 armor upgrade because of the 2 for the Ultralists. Took me a second there to piece that together. I was about to say the Ultralists would have 5 armor, but that would not make sense because it only says 3. Hellions is being pesky, poking around, and this Terran player trying to lift him off, not going to be able to. Lifted off the 2 red Hellions. Jumping back to the Terran base, fully saturated, oversaturated I'd even say, trying to establish his 3rd base. He is going to be behind this economy, and look at the Zerg player making a ton of mutalisks, jumping to the army tab, 200 to 160, a 40 army advantage for our Zerg player. Absolutely silly. And the Terran player doing everything he can to claw his way back in this game and protect his base for as long as possible. And completely mined out in his main now. Zerg player almost in the exact same position, but the problem the problem for the Terran player is the Zerg has all these other bases mined. This one just getting finished. Probably going to be, yep, there go the drones from the main, and still adding on mutalisks. He knows he needs an air presence because a land army is going to have a heck of a time breaking this wall. And the Terran player, not knowing he's behind, coming out of his base. We'll see if this turns around to bite him in the rear. Just sitting there, looks like he's got his SCVs hurriedly repairing. They're set to auto repair, and here come the Mutalist Death Ball, going up to that expansion, and all these turrets. It's not going to matter. There are many turrets in one. You're not going to stop this from happening. And the Terran player decided to push out on his own. Goodbye, island expansion. It's safe to say these are going to handle that, so we're going to jump back to this fight. And here come the Ultras, here come the Hellions. The Hellions try to kite these Ultras, not going to do a ton of damage. Scanning to see exactly what kind of army he's going to be, what kind of army he's going to be up against. Fungal growth to slow down this Terran player any way he can. Those Hellions now being held down. We'll see if this is enough Thors. It's going to be a very close fight. It's a very close number of Thors, which is a very close number of Ultralists. Ultralists very wise in trying to take off any units trying to back up this army. And now eating through all these fungal growth Hellions and doing everything he can to slow down this. Looking away from his business, he's taking the fight away from his base, and he's taking the fight to the Terran's base. He's very wisely using that ground, and now he's got his heroes backing up. And we'll see if all the magic box in the world is going to be able to save him. It's not going to work. Oh, there's a tremendous number of Thors. I'm not sure how this Terran player was able to keep up with the Zerg player, even though the Zerg player is stopping back up edge. We're going to the economy tab. Terran player mining almost nowhere, 500 minerals, but we'll see if this army he has right now is enough. The Zerg player trying to hold him back as long as possible, bringing up the production tab. 9 more Ultralists being made. This Terran player can hold on a little bit, this Zerg player on just a little bit longer. I feel like he's going to have enough just based on the fact that he's mining out of 7 bases, but Terran player is operating only out of 1 base right now. This is going to be his main army. He's not producing a single thing right now. Here he comes into the gold base. Not even sure if he's aware that he's operating on 2 more bases, just taking out the best base he can. Base falls to the ground in a matter of seconds. Here comes a giant ball of SCVs. He knows this is his last army. He knows he's not going to be able to outproduce the Zerg at this point. He needs to win the game. He needs to win the game now. And while you look at the Zerg player just macroing up his forces and keeping them away from the fight, he does not want to engage this army with half his army. He wants his entire army to take advantage of the fact that the Terran's not going to be able to produce anything. So he cannot hold his army. He needs to get a bigger army and needs to take him down. Hellions coming in. This number of Hellions is going to make these drones look silly. Here we go. Fire in the hole. Oh man, look at those drones just getting melted. And here come the Ultralists coming in, chopping away at those Hellions. And here come the rest of the Ultralists getting a flank. It's gotta be enough. Got the please the mix, bringing down the HP bars, gonna bring up the HP of the Thors. Now the Ultralists getting melted. Oh no. Terran player able to hold on to these units. Look at that, 3-2 upgrades. Absolutely brilliantly holding on with just this army, only macroing off at 1 base. Wow, that was a very good game by this Terran player. Amazing how he was able to keep up with that Zerg, even though he's producing on so many bases. Just goes to show you could not deal with an army with mainly Zerglings. These Hellions just going to melt them. Thank you very much. I'm going to cast the third game because these two games have been very good. I hope you've all enjoyed. This is Tzu. Have a great one.